a lot of people are really grateful they're not having like everyone and their mom knowing and their pictures being posted all over the internet.
Wholesaling, I mean, sometimes it gets confused, but you would get the property under contract under the assumption that you are either going to close or you are always going to assign the property. Or how did that verbiage go with the potential seller?
So I always acted as a representative of a group of investors. I never pretended to buy the property or be a cash buyer. I always said I was going to present the property to my group, and they always buy, and that's what they do. That's what they're looking for. So I pretty much presented it like they had more of an opportunity to get it sold because more people that are going to be looking at it at once instead of just me. So that's kind of was my little thing.
That's interesting. So you would basically let them know you have an established price, you will get that price. And instead of a real estate agent, which they're getting a price, but then they're taking a cut from that individual,
right?
It would just be added on top. So that was where your work would pay off of whatever delta you got on top. So they were happy because they knew if, they wanted $50,000 or $100,000 for the house, okay, $100,000, it's under contract, and they don't care what's happening on the back end versus listing it with an agent, et cetera, there's going to be 5-6% taken off their actual net proceeds. Was that also kind of a sales point for them, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think most people didn't want people going through their house. They didn't want retail buyers seeing, they didn't want their neighbors knowing what's going on and how poorly the house was taken care of. So I think for a lot of people it worked, and that's why I think there still is a market for wholesalers and wholesaling. And so it's kind of unfortunate now it's kind of more this gray area that you can't really do it, but a lot of people are really grateful they're not having like everyone and their mom knowing and their pictures being posted all over the internet.
Why?
So,
do you know why? I really don't know why the wholesaling thing was kind of put a kibosh on.
Yeah, because it's now illegal in Nebraska.
Right.
Why?
From my understanding, a lot of people were taking advantage of the sellers, and a lot of people didn't know what they were doing, and they were doing stuff that weren't legal. And I think also realtors were upset as well.
I think it's that last one.
Yeah, probably.
I can see both sides because there has been, wholesalers too. I mean, this is the worst case scenario, but they get, they find grandma needs to move. She has everything packed up, get the property under contract. They give a $100 earnest deposit or something. And then, last day, grandma's already ready to move and like, oh, sorry, I don't have the deal. There's that. But I do think primarily it's probably the realtors and the board of realtors wanting to control their revenue source, which,
right.
makes sense for them.